Hello everyone, welcome back to my new video. So today in this lecture we are going to cover what is conditional statement and what are the types of conditional statement, and we also learn how to implement the conditional statement to solve a problem, and at the end we build a small project using conditional statement. So without wasting our time, let's start the video. Okay, conditional statement. Suppose you are a programmer, then to perform an action based on some condition, you will be take the help of conditional statement. So its name is conditional statement, that based on some condition you will perform an action. Okay, so let's start. So conditional statement helps a programmer to make a decision. Suppose you want to program to make some decision based on some condition, you take the help of conditional statement. Okay, so they execute the code based on some condition, thus I have already tell. Suppose a student, if marks securing above 40, then I will say that he will be pass. This is generally purpose we can know, but how computer will know? Computer will know by the help of conditional statement, and we passes the conditional statement through our programming language, and that programming language will be coded with another uh, machine coding. So machine will be allow the computer, that's different thing. Okay, so if the secure above 40, then it will be pass. We write the code in such way that if mark is above 40, then it will be pass, means that if condition may, if there will be condition, let's understand the condition that will be either true or maybe false. Okay, yeah, it can be true or can be false. So if we write the code, if condition will be true, my task, some task will be performed. If condition will be performed, what are the task I should perform? So this is the simple thing. Okay, so types of conditional statement. Conditional statement are of 5 type, basically if else, if nested if, and switch statement. These are the 5 types of conditional statement. Okay, and let's start learning what is if statement. So if condition and then some we take the action. Okay, so if that condition will be true, the condition will be true, we perform this task. Okay, let's see an example, that int age equal to 18. If age is greater than or equal to 18, we say that it is eligible for board. Okay, let's write a code. Okay, to create contour. Okay, skip for it. Okay. So suppose I want to pass as a value that suppose I want to pass as a suppose what I can say that age. Okay, is age equal to, suppose I want to pass 20. Okay, so if your age is greater than or equal to 18, then only you are allowed to for voting and driving. You allow for vote and drive. Okay, so this is that if your age is greater than 18, if it is true, then only it printed the allow for vote or not. So let's compile it. Okay, let's compile. So here, see, my age value will be greater than 18. That's why it allowed to print this, you are eligible for board. Suppose I want to make it uh, what? Okay, 0. Let's 0. That is, age cannot be 0. Let's make 8. Okay, suppose a person having age 8. Let's compile it. see there will be no output right now because it's not satisfy a condition. Okay, that's why it doesn't allow to print anything. Okay, so I have covered about if statement. So let's see if else statement. So we write that we see the past video, sorry, we see in the past example that if condition is satisfied, only that case our output will be printed. So what happen if our condition will be not satisfied? So see, that kind of task we can achieve through if else statement. So if else statement execute one block. If condition is true, then perform some task, and if condition will be false, then perform this task. Okay, so if condition is true, then it perform true block. If condition is false, then it perform this one. Okay, this is for true block, this is for false block. Okay, if condition is false, then it allow to execute this task. Okay, let's see an example. Same example only. Okay, if our condition is true, then it perform. Else what we do? You are not allow for, you are not eligible to vote. Okay, let's say compile. So I passes the value as 18, that's why I am not eligible for vote. It printed in my output. Okay, so you are not eligible for vote. Let's see another example. So make it, I think make it input input, like that will be very good. Okay, that will be fit here. So for input, I have already tell that you have to import the scanner class. Okay, so I have import the scanner class here, and I'm making the object. Okay, making the object and passes sc dot next int. Okay, make a save. Okay, let's compile, and I have to passes my age value. Okay, so how suppose I want to passes 12, so you are not eligible for vote. Let's compile another time. Suppose I want to press 56. Okay, person, so you are eligible for vote. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, very funny also. If condition will be true, then it executes the true block. If condition will be false, then execute the false one. Okay, that's it. So if else if later, suppose you have a multiple condition in the sense, suppose you have a mark, and based upon mark you have to allow to give some grade. Okay, so suppose a student can score, suppose student have score 100 to uh, 90 to 100, you allow them to as a, suppose a student allowed to say, suppose a student score in between 80 to 90, then you allow them as a A2. Suppose a student score in between 70 to 80, then you are allowed to be B1, similarly B2, B3. So this is the multiple type of condition. Okay, so to based on the multiple type of condition, you use the if else ladder. Okay, so see, this is very simple one. Okay, don't be hesitate. If else ladder, suppose I want to make a condition 1, so based upon the condition 1, this part will be executed. Based upon condition 2, this part will be executed. If none of the condition is satisfied, if a non condition is satisfied, then this else part will be executed. This is very simple one. Okay, so see the uh, what nested if part. Okay, sorry, if else ladder. Okay, so make it okay, see, I want to press the mark, and based upon mark I will be allow the grade. Okay, so if someone scoring mark is greater than or equal to, sorry, someone is scoring in between 100. Okay, no, that's, someone is scoring above 90, then I allow them as a grade A. Okay, grade A. Suppose someone is score in between mark in between 80, I allow them as a what, B grade. So remember, this is not only, I also the value should be lies between 100 to 80. That's why I only that condition I will allow them as a B. So for that I will use a logical operator here for multiple condition. Okay, but AND operator. Okay, mark value is less than 90, then only I print what? B. Otherwise, you can also add another if else if that mark is, if my mark will be greater than or equal to 70, and my mark will be less than or equal to 80, then only I perform that. So UT C, make it mark. Okay. So if in none of this condition is satisfied, I just making that student will be fail. Okay. Okay. Let's compile it. For the mark that I want, suppose I want to press 92. Suppose student score 92. Then see, there will be some mistake, right? But that mistake is, if someone is scoring above 90, then only I passes them as a what? Then only I passes them as a. I have some written some condition, bad condition here. Okay, so let's rectify it. If someone is scoring above 90, then only I allow them as a grade. If someone is score the mark between 80 to 90, if mark is above 80 and less than 90, then only I allow them as a B. If someone's mark is above 70 and less than 80, then only I allow them as a C grade. Otherwise, I allow them as a make them as a fail. Okay, dummy fail. Okay. So make them compile. Okay, so what's the mark that I want to? I want to press the 93. So score will be A grade. Again, I want to press 87. Why it so fail? Okay, that's it. Okay, nested. Nested if. Okay, nested if means inside if you are allowed to create another if. That I have already told that for multiple condition you are used to as a logical AND operator, or in this case you can allow the multiple if also. Okay, let's see. Suppose make it clean. Okay, suppose I want to what? Okay, so pass age only. If is equal to SC to next int. Okay, suppose someone age will be greater than or equal to 18. Okay, then only inside the 18 there will be some criteria. You are married or not. So to marry there will be average 21 age is required. Okay, so I will pass the age here. Okay, if your if your age age is greater than or equal to 21, then only you are allowed for married. Okay, you are eligible for both voting as well as alcohol, sorry, alcohol, not marriage. Okay, marriage. Okay, otherwise you are only allowed for, otherwise you are only allowed for, you are only allowed for voting, not for marriage. Okay, so after here